All right, can I continue? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, welcome everyone to the beginner's room we made today. This is the art of buying and selling. This is what we are looking at in the market today. It's Monday and a brand new week. I'm happy to have you all here with me. Whether you're tuning in with me from the YouTube or XM Beginners Room, I'm here ready and willing to answer any question you have relating to what you have ongoing for you at the moment. Whatever trade you have, you may want to share that and let's know about it so that we look at it together. Okay, so we are looking at the art of buying and selling. What does this involve when it comes to finding buy and sell ideas in the market? How do you analyze the market to find trade ideas on your own? I have ongoing at the moment a trade on Euro Aussie, and that's a sell from last week. And I can see while last week candle had closed bearish, the candle we have today, there's a little bit of gap, and then the price is trying to make a pullback to the upside. So usually when I have such trade and I see how the market opens, I will want to reanalyze it and determine if I am going to keep the trade or I want to close it. So if the my bias remains same, which is still bearish, then I'm just going to hold on to the trade. If I feel that this might likely change direction for the week, then I will just close it and take the trade that way. So if you are looking at how the market had closed last week from the weekly time frame on this one, you'd see that we had a big bearish candle. In fact, it's a shooting star candle, so it's represent that the price is moving to the downside. However, because of the way the price has opened today, I think we are very likely going to see a pullback, a pullback first and then continuation to the downside. Hello, Dele, good to have you here. How are you doing today? And how was your weekend? Okay, so we have Euro AUD weekly time frame still bearish below all our moving averages, and the daily candle opened a bit lower than the last closing candle, slightly lower than that, but the price is now moving to the upside. But it's obvious that this is pulling back. It's more of like a pullback. That's what I'm expecting. I see we're around also a resistance, which seems to be a support, which seems to be a strong support. The price has been here multiple times, touch this area and then bounce back to the upside. And you can see the last 4 hour candle, the candle that opened the day had it's kind of like a small gap there and opened somewhere below that support. Now we're moving to the upside, which to me looks like might be a pullback. But if I analyze from another time frame and I see a buy idea there, then I'll just close the sell trade and let it go. I just close the sell trade and wait to see when the bias will change. So I'm looking at it now and I can see that we have a couple of candles there, and the ones that are moving up we've had bullish candles moving to the upside a little bit around there. So it seems that there is like a strong support there, and the price is finding it difficult to move out of here. And looking at the way the candle had closed earlier in the day, I feel that there might be either a deep pullback or the price may even make some move, a bigger move to the upside here. So maybe what I'll do in this case is I'll just close that sell and wait for a better trade to see what direction the market is going to head later, whether it's going to continue to the upside or it's going to move downward after this. So what I'll do is if I see it close below this one later, I would start selling again. Okay, so because we're around the major supports, I decided to take the profit and then we would wait and see. Nicholas, good to have you here. How are you doing? Dennis says fine, thank you. How was your week? My weekend was fine as well. Thank you so much. Nice to have you. Okay, so we are now looking at, okay, let's take a look at the USDCHF. That one is very close to the stop loss. It was a sell and the price has been moving very much to the upside since Thursday. I think Thursday's candle started to go bullish, and now we have a pattern that looks more like a V-shaped pattern. I would see this more as a buy, so I feel that this is very likely going to hit the stop loss, but I'm still going to hold on to it. At this time, it's just few pips away. Let me see. So maybe like some $10 thereabout difference. So I will not, because of that, close it manually. I think based on my trading plan, I prefer to leave it there and let's see what direction it takes. It takes on. If it's continues to go to the upside, let it just take me out on the stop loss. But there is also the possibility it gets to this resistance level where it is at this time, and then start to push to the downside. So I'll just leave that one, but then I will do my analysis also from the higher time frame to see what direction the market is taking. On the weekly time frame, you would see last week at close bullish, a bullish pin bar had closed last week. So I suspect a lot that this has more potential to the upside than to the downside, where I was expecting it to move because before, because of the kind of candle we had around this resistance, this engulfing bearish candle, which also is a shooting star candle. And then we had the week after like a corrective candle, which wasn't able to push higher than this. And so I was expecting last week that we were going to move to the downside, but it looks like this still has more time to spend around the resistance range a little bit before it continues to maybe to the upside or down. In this case, there's a possibility of breaking that resistance. It is also possible that this would move down like this, form another shoulder, and then we have this head and shoulders pattern. So this is possible as well, and then price begins to go to the upside. So whatever happens, we'll pay attention and make our decision based on that. So talking about the heart of buying and selling, which is what we are looking at today. What does it involve for you to buy and sell in the market? It is important that you know what principles that you have when it comes to trading. And while there are general principles for trading, it is always very important that as a trader, you also set your own rules. What do I want to see that would make me do a buy? What do I want to see that would make me do a sell in the market? So if the price is making a kind of move where, or maybe I'm expecting some high impact news in the market, how do I want to react within the week towards that news? What are my plans on how I'm going to trade it, or what are my plans on how I'm going to manage my risk? All of these are quite important. It is always very important to set up your own guide, apart from the general principles. Like I had said, that there's something called stop loss. There are take profits. How important it is for you to analyze the market, whether you're going to choose fundamental analysis, technical or sentiment, or you're going to do a combination of all of them. That it is important that you analyze. You're not just going to come into the market and just click on buy and continue to buy, or click on sell and do a lot of sell just without any analysis. You would analyze. But how do you want to go about it? What kind of analysis are you going to apply in the market? In fact, what kind of trader do you want to be? All of this together will come together to help you do better as a trader. It will support you in trading better when you know what you're looking out for. So it's quite important to start off by setting your own principles. What I would do if I come into the market, how am I going to trade the market? So when it comes to setting your plan, we'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll show you some of the things that you look out for. So I'm just going to use this part to show you some of the things that you can outline or put in place to guide you when it comes to being able to trade properly in the market, how to put your own trading plan in place so that that serves as a guide for you on how you would be trading. So first thing is what your motivation is for trading. Next, decide how much time you're going to commit to trading. Very important. So you're not just going to come into the market every time and start analyzing. You want to know, what time do I want to devote into trading today? What time do I want to, spend analyzing the market? What time will I use developing myself? Maybe coming to class like this, learning more about trading, reading books and all that. What will it take me? Define your goal, choose your risk to reward ratio. For you to be able to do this, I think it's important you start understanding how you're going to trade, how you will analyze the market, assess your market knowledge, start a trading diary. These are a lot of things that you can put in your trading plan. How you're going to analyze the market, I think I didn't put that one here. Very important. So you're looking at what analysis style are you going to be using, what kind of trader are you going to be, what time are you going to devote to trading, how are you going to do the trading, the actual trading on how are you going to go about it, how would you manage your risk, what is going to be my risk to reward ratio, how am I going to be calculating my position size. All of this can come together into your trading plan. If you know already there's a guide there, trading becomes easier because you are not confused when you start to guess a lot of things. What do I want to do today? What do I analyze? Which market do I trade? You're just deciding that at the time you are already trying to trade. It's important that you already have that somewhere. So you can bring it out from time to time, review it, read it, get yourself familiar with what your plan is as a trader. So if you have that in place, it becomes easier. By the time you open up your chart, you already know, what am I looking out for? Okay. As part of your trading plan, assess your market knowledge. How much understanding do I have about this market that I trade? Okay, so if you trade forex, you know that, okay, I want to trade USD CHF. What is this currency? What factors affect the movement of this currency? Does it go up or down? During a particular period, that the season changes affect seasonal changes. Does it affect this market? When you want to have the idea of this thing, how much understanding do I have about the particular market I trade? I like to trade, for instance, forex, and I trade the major currencies. Do I understand them? Do I even know how to calculate my lots, my PIP in this particular instrument that I trade? Because sometimes you are looking at this currency pair, for instance, how to calculate your PIP is different from how you're going to calculate it when it comes to USD CHF. Okay. Sorry, when it comes to USD yen. So the way you would calculate the PIP when you are looking at this is different from how you are going to calculate the PIP when you are looking at gold. Okay, you are looking at oil, you are looking at maybe indexes. All right, so how you are going to calculate your PIP in one currency will be different from another. That's why it's important that do I even understand this market that I want to trade? Before you start trading the market, it's important that you know how to calculate their pips. Sometimes I find myself, I'm trying to trade a currency or an instrument that I usually don't trade, maybe for the first time, or trying to analyze and trade it. And then I'm asking myself, do I even remember how to calculate the number of pips here? Do I remember how to calculate pips here? I calculate pips in the certain way. And then by the time I click on do a buy or do a sell, and I check, okay, this is where my stop loss is, this is where my take care. By the time I check, maybe I want to risk $100 or I want to risk $80 or something. I'm seeing 250 there. So I'm wondering what happens. A lot of the time, it's because you did not know how to calculate the pips properly.